Aaron, as we look at this, what might be different than your coverage, as your coverage goes forward, is that this second term of President Trump will effectively be at some point a lame duck term, right? And does this mean that most watching, those who are on the ground there, believe that we will see more of what we saw in the first administration, more gloves off, or the opposite of what that might be, given that he's not running for re-election this time around for various reasons?
Yeah, we talked about the idea of a mandate, right? I think that because the administration that's coming in believes that they do have a mandate, they believe that they have policy ideas that they can fully execute and that they should fully execute with the support of all the people who voted for Donald Trump. And there will be things that we saw last time around that quite likely will come back. We've been talking about the President Biden's commuting the sentences of 37 men who were on the federal death row. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, 37 of the 40 men who are on death row, were on death row as of yesterday. Well, we know that during the Trump administration, he wanted to make sure that the execution option was something that stayed available to people who were offenders, murderers, and things of that nature. Well, this time around, he has said that he wants to see drug dealers potentially get death sentences. He wants to see migrants who kill Americans get death sentences as well. And we know that there, in the last several hours, that the president-elect has released, posted a statement consistent with what his team said yesterday, that he fully intends to use the death penalty as an option. The statement that he posted on his social media site says, "As soon as I am inaugurated, I will direct the Justice Department to vigorously pursue the death penalty to protect American families and children from violent rapists, murderers, and monsters." That is something that we heard last time around, and obviously something that we are now hearing again from him. So I think, Richard, you can expect that it will be full steam ahead for the incoming administration. The president-elect has said that within a couple of hours of being inaugurated, he intends to fully activate his government and go forward with the policies that he's talked about.
Sam, back to you, reflecting what Aaron was reporting there. I know that technicalities interrupted us there for a second, but
Sure.
Back to you, Sam.
Well, I'm sorry for the technical interruptions. I just think that we're going to see a real dramatic shift in approach on January 20th. I mean, what we're talking about in terms of immigration policy alone, for instance, it's not just mass deportations. There's going to be an effort to end birthright citizenship right away. When you're talking about criminal justice, Aaron went through the entire list. When you're talking about healthcare, presuming that RFK Jr. is confirmed, we're talking about incredibly dramatic changes in direction in terms of funding biomedical research, fluoride in the water, emphasis on different FDA regulations and things like that. When you're talking about foreign policy, I mean, the team that Trump has put together, led by Tulsi Gabbard, basically led by him too, has a whole different tone and approach to the world than the Biden administration. So it will feel like whiplash. And when you talk to Democrats about it, what they're concerned about is separating the signal from the noise. They're actually worried about being overwhelmed by things to have to push back against and trying to have to prioritize certain things over the other. So, it is going to feel like a different country on January 21st.
Sam Stein, Aaron Gilchrist, thank you both for your reporting. Have a great Tuesday.